The Sparrow and the Giant Seed high-retention storytelling script. They say every creature in the meadow feared winter, but none feared it more than the sparrow named Pym. And on one crisp, gold-drenched morning, when the air smelled of dry grass and dying leaves, Pym found something buried beneath a patch of thistle, something round, heavy, and gleaming like a tiny sun. A seed. But not just any seed. A seed so enormous it looked like it had rolled out of a giant's pocket. Pym froze. If he could keep this, if he could protect it, he would never go hungry. Not this winter, maybe not even the next. So he puffed his feathers, wrapped his thin wings around it, and whispered, "Mine." He didn't even check if he could swallow it. He just knew he had to keep it. By afternoon, news had spread across the meadow. A finch fluttered down first. "Pym, that seed is huge. You can't even lift it." "I don't need to lift it," Pym snapped. "I just need to guard it." Then came the thrush. "What if someone steals it? What if a crow sees it?" Pym planted both feet on the ground like a soldier. "They won't. I won't let them." And when evening shadows lengthened across the grass, even the wise old wren stopped by. "You can't eat what you can't carry, little one," she said gently. "Maybe," Pym muttered, tightening his wings around the seed. "But if I let it go, I'll have nothing." The wren sighed but said no more. Night fell. Cold settled in, the kind of cold that makes branches crack like bones and turns breath to smoke. Pym didn't sleep. Every rustle of grass was danger. Every flutter of wings was a thief. Every breeze felt like a threat. And all through the night he guarded that seed, shivering, sleepless, terrified of losing something he couldn't even use. By dawn, frost glimmered across the meadow like powdered stars. Pym's feathers were stiff, his legs numb, but the seed, untouched. A bitter triumph. As the first rays of sun spilled over the horizon, Pym tried once more, desperately to peck at it. Maybe he'd missed a crack. Maybe there was some way in. The shell didn't budge. It was too big, too hard, too heavy. A treasure he could never actually eat. And in that moment, hungry, exhausted, guarding a prize that gave him nothing, Pym finally felt the truth settle into his bones. He was starving to protect something that wasn't feeding him. He was losing more than he was keeping. He looked toward the distant tree line where other sparrows were already chirping, sharing crumbs and tiny seeds, flitting from branch to branch with the kind of ease he hadn't felt in days. Then he looked down at the giant seed, still shining, still useless. Pym stepped back. Just one step, but it felt like stepping out of a cage he had built himself. Another sparrow passed by, surprised. "You're leaving it?" Pym exhaled, a long, trembling breath. "It doesn't feed me," he whispered. "Not really." And with a final glance, grateful, relieved, unshackled, he turned away from the seed and lifted into the morning air. His wings felt lighter than they had in days. He didn't need to guard what he couldn't use. He didn't need to cling to something just because it felt precious. Sometimes the hardest thing to let go of is the thing you never needed in the first place. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.